Hey, what's up everyone? So today we are going to talk about default values for arguments in Swift and more specifically about how unexpected their behavior can be whenever we use them along with overridden methods. So as always, I'm going to paste in some code. So I have pasted a class. As you can see, it's a subclass of UI view. I called it generic view. And in this view, there is a method called setup. It takes an argument which is a UI color. As you can see, the argument is used to set up the background color of the view, and I have provided a default value for this argument, which is the color red. So for now, nothing weird, everything seems perfectly fine, and if I instantiated a generic view on call setup, well, as we can expect, if I don't provide a value for the argument color, there will be a default value provided, which will be red. So for now, everything is perfectly fine. But let me introduce a second class. So now, as you can see, I have a second class. I called it specific view, and it's a subclass of generic view. As you can also see, I have overridden the method setup. So inside, I'm just calling the super implementation. But as you can also notice, now the default value for the argument color is different because this time it's the color blue. So once again, everything seems straightforward with this code. Now let me actually use these two types in a way that involves polymorphism, meaning that as you can see, I have a view. It is typed as a generic view, but inside there is a specific view. So this is the kind of behavior that you see all the time when you use polymorphism, meaning that your variable is statically typed to the superclass, but inside the variable there could be actually any instance of a subclass. And now on this instance, well, we are going to call the method setup. So as you can see, I am not providing any argument to setup because I want to use the default value for the argument color. And now I'm actually going to get the value of the property background color in order to see, well, what is the background color of my view. So if I take a look at this code, well, normally I should expect the background color to be blue because I'm going to call setup on an instance that is of type specific view. So this method is going to be called. So let's try and run the code and see what happens. And if I run the code, you can see that quite unexpectedly, the color is red. So this sounds extremely weird because for all intent and purposes, well, this is the method that has been called. And as we can see, the default argument is blue. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to add some print statement in order to be absolutely sure on which method has been called. So as you can see, now I will have some traces in the console to know which method was called. And normally, well, I would expect this to print and then this because this method is going to be called and it will call its super implementation. So let's see what's happening. So as you can see in the console, indeed, the overridden method is being called first, and then the super implementation is also being called. So this is extremely weird because it doesn't make any sense that we don't have blue as our color. So to be absolutely sure about what's happening, you can see I have added a new print statement, and this time I am just going to print the content of color. This way, well, we can see what is happening, what is the value inside the argument color when the method is called. So we have the result in the console. So the color is printed in RGB format, but you can see there is one for the red component, so the color is red, even though the default value is blue, which is super weird. But as you can imagine, well, there is a good reason for it. It's a good reason, but it's also an incredibly confusing reason. And it's that when we use a default value for an argument on an overridden method, we are actually unknowingly mixing two behaviors of Swift that differ totally. Because when we have an overridden method, we have what is called a dynamic dispatch of the method call, meaning that here we are indeed calling setup, but the actual method that is called is only resolved at runtime. And it makes sense because there could be any subclass of generic view in my variable, and the only way to know which method to call is to do it at runtime. So the method that we call is determined at runtime. But on the other hand, in Swift, default values for argument are determined statically at build time, meaning that here what the compiler is doing is that the compiler is saying, okay, I am calling the method setup on a variable that is typed with generic view. And so for the default value, well, I'm going to take the value provided in the implementation of setup of the generic view, because generic view is the static type of the variable. And this is incredibly confusing because these two behaviors, well, they work in totally opposite way. And basically what we have done is that in the same call site, we have both a part of the call site that is resolved using a dynamic behavior and another part that is resolved using a static behavior. So what lesson can we actually take from this explanation? Well, the lesson here is that even though in Swift we are able to override method implementation, we are not able to override default values for arguments. So whenever you override a method in Swift, you should not attempt to provide a different default value for one of its arguments, because most of the time at the call site, if your call site uses polymorphism, well, it's not going to work the way you think, and it's almost guaranteed to bite you in the ass at some point. Alright, so that's it for this video. I hope you have learned something about this very weird and confusing behavior of Swift. As always, if you found the video useful, well, please don't hesitate to leave a like. If you have something to say, maybe some feedback, say it in the comment. If you have some colleagues that could use the video, please share it with them. And as always, well, thank you for watching the video and see you next time.